We'll figure this out. All right. Okay. Well, today we've made it to another Sabbath, and it's time for us to enter into worship. Hallelujah. We have a huge, it's like a double blessing. We have the Sabbath today, and then we have another feast day coming tomorrow, Shabbat. Be able to praise again, right? So let us take this time out to just worship the Most High in spirit and in truth. You gotta have both. And just make sure that we don't waste this time and just having the opportunity to be able to go before the Father and lift up our voices to honor Him and worship His name. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. He's learning.
Shema Yisrael, Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, then you shall ask what you will, and it shall be given. If you abide in me, and my words abide in you, then you shall ask Mishpachah online. This is a new song that we are doing at the assembly. We were learning and reading Joshua. It was one of our memory scriptures, Joshua 1:8. And it talks about being strong, and it's a story of our ancestors coming into the land and the attitude that we were supposed to have and the confidence that we were supposed to have in the Most High when we go before our enemy. That we can do anything as long as we are strong in Yah. So you can find this in Joshua 1 verse 8 is where you can find this.
There's the remix. Yeah, there's no way to turn it off. It's eternal.
Shall not depart out of your mouth, but you shall meditate every day and night, that you may God to do according to all that is written therein. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success. For then you shall make your way prosperous, and then you shall have good success. So
let it go. But I was like, you know it. I know it.
Hallelujah.
Watch your head.
I wonder if they're recording. Yeah, probably.
Let the words, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable. Oh, Yahuwah, my strength and redeemer. Let the words, let the
That's right.
We were in a lower key. This was a lower key. What we just said was lower key than normal. I didn't have a reason to go in and have a reason to go. Not trying to say that's why I was so low.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I know.
I think we're live. Nope, no, we're not.
on to a different perspective. All right, so what we were dealing with first was the historical. All right, and then last week we went to a different perspective. Anybody guess what that is? Now, what is it?
How
Yes.
people have been systematically and utterly destroyed.
A different perspective of unity. What type of
Oh,
unity?
unity.
If we had historical unity, last week, what kind of one we were talking about?
Oh, spiritual unity.
Thanks. Kind of what we was dealing with. All right, we'll use some verses coming out of Mishlei 16:9. This is all in the notes for what y'all small had put in. And we had a great conversation. Okay. Today we're going to deal with, where are we at? Yeah, we looked at FBI, we went over all of this stuff. So, excuse me. I think this is always good to read again as well. Yeah, that was kind of like what we ended it off with. We were dealing with the spiritual aspect of it. Excuse my voice. Can't really get that loud, but I'm going to try. All right. You go ahead and read it for me, text. Ephesians 4:1-6. That's what we're dealing with. We had the 7 different ones, the 7 different yakas in this particular verse. Go ahead. Oh, you read? Oh, you? All right. Mac, you got it? Ephesians 4:1-6. Ephesim.
I, therefore, the prisoner of new love, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the calling wherewith ye are called, with all the lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, endeavoring to guard the unity of the Ruach, and in the bond of peace. There is one body, and one Ruach.
One Ruach. Go ahead.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling.
Come on.
One Yahuwah, one belief, one immersion, one Yah, and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all.
And you all. Thank you. Excellent reading. Thank you.
Before I got my son.
Y'all see it. One body. One Ruach. Even as you're called in one hope of your calling. One Yahuwah. One belief. One immersion. One Yah and Father of all, who is above all and through all and in you all. That's a lot, man. That's a lot to be trying to be Yakad or be in unity on. All right, but we ended it there. We had a great conversation about it. All right, so now we are at this 3rd edition, if you will, of this particular lesson. And we're going to look at unity by another type. Let's see if y'all going to get it. All right. So we have talked about one significant historical yakad, right? Unity, spiritual yakad. Now we're going to explore another perspective of unity. But first, let's read. All right. We got Luke 9:23-25. You back? You got yourself a little swing of that. Okay, good. Take your time. Read it very slow. Okay.
And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. For what is a man advantage if he gain the whole world and lose himself, or be cast away?
If any man, thank you for that excellent. If any man, any person, anybody, will come after me, let him deny himself first. First, you got to deny yourself. Ooh-wee. If pride ain't no thing in this, walk in this, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's the first thing.
That's right. Speak on it.
It's hard to deny yourself, huh?
Hard. Extremely. Because remember, I think the other one we were talking about what it means when you were first changed, when you first even came to this walk. What did it mean at that point in time? What were you looking to give up? Right? So we're just sort of reiterating it, but it's still good to look at. It's good to read. This is what Mashiach is talking about. First, you got to deny yourself. Then pick up this crucifixion stake or cross. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'll say cross. And how often? Is it once a week? Is it once a month? Is it once a year?
daily.
How do you die daily?
Daily.
That's weird. It's interesting concept. How do you die? Or deny yourself, right? We're gonna get to that part. But I know another place talks about dying daily. And follow me. And obviously you're supposed to do what with your life? What you supposed to do with your life? What does it say?
Oh, give it.
What's
Make it a living sacrifice.
What does the first part say? It's in red. It's highlighted.
Deny yourself and lose it.
Lose it. Exactly. Lose it. And if you lose your life, you're going to do what?
You'll gain yourself.
You'll gain the eternal salvation.
What else can you do to lose and then gain? Oh, it's investing. Yeah. It's a risk.
Delayed gratification.
Can't sit up at delay. Oh, that's a good one. That's what it is. Delayed gratification. Sometimes, y'all, it's hard to save that money. You just want to spend it. You know, it's all the shiny shoes. Oh, the ticket to the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that nice truck 4x4. Oh, that's I just wanted all those some twanky foes on that thing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, y'all, I'm talking to myself. All right, yeah. That's right. But now you gotta save that money. Get out of debt, okay? Make it to where it's easier for you now to live the life that you want to actually live later on down the road. So for this time and in this moment, excuse me?
I just want to say for people to don't feel bad. Feel bad. It's about you and between you and the Most High-Yah. If you have the budget, like if you've been saving to get to the point that you can buy yourself whatever, that's different. But if you spend the money knowing that you don't really have it, and then it puts you in debt, and then now you crawl it like you're struggling to crawl out of debt. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta lose yourself. You gotta get over yourself. Man. That was one time. It was dealing with a rebirth. Well, and it's true. I mean, he put it on video. I'll never forget when what is it? Josh had his boy. The boy used some funds. Like, think of having access to our funds. And then his boy used it to get some video games online.
What? You remember that?
Yeah, that actually happened. That's what I'm talking about. That Josh, and then so he brought him in front of the so he brought him in front of the assembly online, the whole nine, and had him apologize for all of that. Man, that was crazy. See, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how he got it, but he used assembly card, And remember, this stuff online, a lot of times, like I guess say if it's for NCAA or for maybe for NBA and 2K or something like that, it's to buy like things that are just for your avatar.
Yeah.
So it's not even.
Yeah, it's not even for the game itself.
It's not.
It's just for
You feel me? Like.
Clothing.
Yeah, it's for the clothing.
Something virtual. $150.
$150. God dang.
Yeah.
Something that you can carry in your hand.
He bought the game. He bought the game 2 more times.
Yeah. You get you some nice shoes, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so all of that to talk about, like, look, when you really desire something, but if you say, no, you know what, I'm gonna do the right thing. If you're in front of people the whole nine, and usually you don't know if you speak up about the Most High in that very moment, right? I mean, that's upon you, right? That's upon you. This verse here says, for whosoever will save his life to lose it, but whoever will lose it for his life in my name's sake, the same shall save it. So that's all I can say. Alright. Alright, thank y'all for that walking through that. We got another couple quick hitters. Alright, we're gonna get to the meat of the potato. Alright, we got Yehukanan or John 15, 12 through 13. Remember, we're keeping the understanding and the aspect of unity. Anybody got it pulled up? You got it?
You said John 15, 12 through 13?
Yes, sir.
This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend.
That a man does what?
Lay down
His life.
And is that a suggestion?
No.
What does it say in the beginning? It's a what?
Commandment.
Greater love hath no man than this.
So you take time and you really think about it, it's like, dang man, you gonna lay down your life?
We're not supposed to feel. We're not supposed
This
to
is hard stuff sometimes people can't do. Go ahead.
like we're supposed to be. We're supposed to love one another. And like Israel is supposed to love.
People just say it though. A lot of times you just say it, but when you take time to walk through it, it'll be like, lay down. I'm like, well, I don't know about all that. We're gonna talk real talk. We'll talk. You feel me? I don't know about all that. People get into their feelings, y'all. We have seen it just y'all have seen enough. You know what I'm saying? People get into the whole lot, get into themselves. You know, they don't actually think to, you know what, let me just fall back and then let things be what they are and let the Most High be with that person. That may actually be the best thing for that person. Versus always trying to be numero uno or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be in front of the situation when you don't know if you're for sure. Like, there's so many things that happen as you do. Or it could just be literal. Like, it could be you actually laying down your life. It could be you giving up some bread for your brother. Even though you think that it might be a bad thing, might be a good thing, whatever. Or you just being tight. You know what I'm saying? You just being tight. You're like, look, I just got this money. You feel me? Like, well, I'm doing real talk. This ain't me. Matter of fact, let's get the next verse. Yehudan, Rishon 3:14-17. It's going to be a little bit longer. Sir, if you don't mind.
We know that we have passed from death to life because we love the brethren.
Mm-hmm.
He that loves not his brother abides in death. Whosoever hates his brother is a murderer, and ye know that no murderer has eternal life abiding in him.
No murderer has what?
Eternal life abiding in him. Hereby perceive we the love of Yahuwah, because he laid down his life. Because he laid down his life for us, and we ought lay down our lives for the brethren.
Mm-hmm.
But whosoever has the world's good and sees his brother have need, and sets up his heart of compassion for him, how dwells the love of Yahuwah in him?
Mm-hmm. Once again, we're going to lay down our lives for our brethren. So then that goes to the last part of what we're talking about with the bread. The last one. Whoso has the world's good, has this world's good, and sees his brother have need, and shuts up his heart of compassion from him, how dwells the love of you?
Yeah.
So I tell you, man, these scriptures talk about money more than I've ever, thought about it. Oh, and by the way, Malek, you got your answer there at the beginning. You know that no murderer has eternal life. That goes back, because my auntie told me a long time ago, I asked her when I was a child. It was just a child question. It wasn't like I was, but I asked that same question. And that's what they ended up saying. She ended up kind of telling me like, no, that's murder. And I was like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Now she didn't give me no context outside that because I was young. So I was like, I probably had been number like 11 or something like that. And I asked that question. And but that's essentially the situation in murder.
Life doesn't belong to you.
No, it does not. You're absolutely correct. It does not.
I look at it like, you can turn from your sin and ask for forgiveness, but for that sin, so once you committed that final act, you can't
do it. You don't have, unless y'all seen it. I've never seen it where it says, and that person did this and then they went to heaven after that. You can find it. I've never seen it.
Except, I don't know, maybe the only exception, because it's a sacrifice, like the laying down your life for another. Like, we've all seen combat movies. Mm-hmm. There's one guy, he's like, I'm gonna detonate this bomb. Y'all get out, y'all go back and tell everybody what's happening.
Exactly.
Like, basically like 300.
But that's a war.
Yeah,
that's selfless.
Yeah, exactly. That's more
This is a selfless act. This is a thing that somebody's doing to preserve the life of men.
That's interesting to say that. Thank you. Selfless versus what?
selfish.
Fish.
Selfish, yeah.
That's essentially the answer. That's one selfless, one selfish.
Yeah.
You know?
Because if you don't look at it in those terms, you consider it as suicide. Because
Yes.
he knew what was going to happen, he knew the outcome, and he still went through it.
Yeah.
He wants the ball
Yeah.
behind you.
I'm with you.
It's directly behind.
Figured that was a good little side note since we was talking about earlier, right?
Yeah, he brought that up.
Yeah. All right. So before we take a look at any more or add more biblical history, let's review what goes on today. Let's review what goes on today. Let's review what goes on today. All right. I feel like my Dr. Moore right now. I'm saying everything 3 times. Everything.
It matters the more you say.
The more you say it, that's all that happens. All right, so here we go. I'll read this part. It says U.S. gun deaths. U.S. gun deaths surged 35% in 2020. Higher for black people, says the CDC. By the way, you know that there is a literal agenda because looking up, this is another one of those situations. Looking up this information, nah, Google ain't gonna give you. That lets me know. Google,
You gotta use
you gotta use other stuff to get this. It's out there, but you just gotta use other stuff to get to this information. They're trying to push the idea that, it's not actually black and black crime is not actually worse anywhere else. It's the same, and I'm like, okay, cool, but show me something, right? So I started looking at it, right? You just using traditional what we use, and they're not really talking about it. They're not giving you no data. It's just a whole bunch of
Fields. It's a bunch of fields.
It's a bunch of fields, bro. It is when y'all know the deals. Y'all live in this. Y'all have family members. Y'all seen how it is in this community, ours versus theirs. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is, and it's just like. How come there ain't no data? So you're going to have to do a little bit of digging to get to this. This just comes from routers, or routers, I would say.
Routers.
Yeah. It says a woman lights candles as people participate in the Black Lives Lost to Gun Violence. That's the thing. Vigil in Brooklyn, New York, April 28th, 2021. And I put money on it. If I have a little red thing, put money on one of these. Got to be PBJ, bro. I bet that one is. But anyway, thankfully it ain't showing. Say what?
Has to be who?
PBJ. Yeah, I think it is. Y'all want to help her out?
Oh, I know.
Okay, all right, cool. All right.
He's aware.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep it moving. We're going to look at some of this info. All right, May 10th. The rate of U.S. gun deaths surged 35% in 2020 to the highest point since 1994. With especially deadly levels of young black men, the U.S. Centers of Disease Control and Prevention said in a report published on Tuesday. African Americans as a whole were at least 4 times more likely to be killed by a gun than the overall population. And 12 times more likely than a white person, the data showed. And see, here's the thing, right? We know how to come up against Esau or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Come up against this body, right? That's against us. But we also got to deal with our own situation.
Yeah.
We got to. We got to look at the data. We got to know. We got to change. We just had the conversation upstairs. It's crazy. I was just waiting. I was like, this is crazy. We talking about how essentially we don't own gun companies.
Yeah, we don't.
We don't own them. How is the hood being flooded with them?
How?
Okay.
Somebody's getting taxed for
Somebody
guns.
is making it possible.
Yeah. We talked about this and it was a good conversation. Now, if I take it and I put that gun in your hand, does that now mean you're justified in killing? It's going to be a lot of back and forth. We get all of that, but you got to be able to work things out. Other communities don't know how to do that. We got to know how to do that. If we stick to these scripts, that's why our people, we trying to get y'all to follow these laws that are commandments of the Most High-Yah.
But you notice as the country supposedly gets sicker with all this immorality and everything else, that as you see the death toll rise, as
The wages of sin is death.
Yes.
by millions.
Yes.
Yeah.
Say what you just said again for everybody that didn't hear it. I think it's important. If you can get over me, just get over it. You got it. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, so as we
the moral decay, right?
as we get more more morally decayed,
Yes.
that's when you start seeing the rise in death by gun violence and any other violence. It's just gonna happen.
Thank you. I'm gonna say it again because I'm on my Dr. Lamar today. As the moral decay, this is the third time, which is twice. Moral decay happens, and it increases more in this country. You're gonna see the death rates rise. Thank you for saying that. All right, let me finish this out and let's get to the next one. Among African Americans, the rate was 26.6 deaths per 100,000, a 39.5% increase over 2019. 39, almost 40% increase. For white Americans, the rate was just 2.2 per 100,000. 2.2 per 100,000.
Nothing.
Thank you.
No, for real.
But for us, 26.6 deaths per 100,000.
Like 1 in 4 might die.
This is terrible.
By raw numbers, there were 19,350 gun homicides in 2020, with African Americans accounting for 62% of the total and white people 21%. I'll read one more time. By raw numbers, there were 19,350 gun homicides in 2020, with African Americans accounting for 62% of the total, and white people only 21%. We don't even own gun companies. We don't own the land. In fact, we don't own none of that. No. We don't even own the gun shops. We buy from the gun companies. Like,
We're a minority.
show me where some black-owned gun shops are, please.
We're a minority.
Thank you.
62% of our minority.
Of our small group.
Yeah.
It still represents 62% of gun homicides. Yes, in the nation. Yeah, gun suicides. There we go. Gun suicides measured separately totaled 24,245 in 2020. The rate of 8.1 gun suicides per 100,000. People was a little change from 7.9 to 2019. So the last part of this, the study found the reasons for widening inequality were unclear and potentially complex. I'm gonna repeat that again because I know we got BPI Yaladeen Incorporated. That's what I'm calling going forward. BPI Yaladeen Incorporated right now, yeah. So we got the last one. The study found reasons for widening inequality were unclear, quote unquote unclear, and potentially complex.
That's just like a
Right.
Noting that COVID-19 pandemic might have exacerbated existing social and economic stressors. I'm not joking. So now, you speak on it because once again, this is therapy. Bro. This is therapy for me. It's therapy. I'm pretty sure I'm hoping it's therapy, y'all. This helps me kind of understand a little bit more. It's horrible, right?
Yes.
But y'all are already a lot of times ahead of where we are, where we need to be. Any thoughts before I move forward?
I mean, like how it's convenient to always blame something.
Yeah.
So it's because of COVID that we're killing each other.
Yeah.
Not because of like, I don't know, a sense of spiritual decay, morality.
Not because the love of many waxes cold.
Yeah. No economic.
This is terrible.
No nothing.
Yes.
racism.
Yeah, you can even say racism, whether it's towards us or even towards our people. I mean, like if I look at you and I just don't want to see you, but you know, I'll let anybody else slide, but I'll take you out. I mean, I'm about to take this term here in a second. Let's press forward. So what you just now said, what do they call this?
I can't stand this.
Which is what? Essentially,
It's the music.
Thank you.
Music, exactly.
I like how they just changed 2 letters.
Yeah.
That's it.
Instead of kill, drill.
That's it.
And you know who owns the record labels that's producing it? It ain't us.
Of course.
We don't own it.
Exactly.
We don't own the. We don't own the record labels.
Something Weimenheimers.
That's it. And click on all that.
Or just say
I got this murder.
Amalek don't offend nobody. They don't even know that. They don't even know they Amalek. So it's just Amalek.
Come on.
Most of them don't even know they Amalek.
It says a subgenre of hip hop's trap music, originating in Chicago's impoverished South and West Side. Whereas traditional trap lyrics from Atlanta more so concern drug dealing and trapping, drill music's lyrics are more violent and aggressive, reflecting the violent nature of some of Chicago's neighborhoods that made it the murder capital of America in 2012. Drill music was nationally popularized in early 2012 by the likes of Chief Keef, King, Lil Durk, and amongst others. Okay, the rest of that don't matter. Oh, it says, nah, man, that's riding chill music for working out. You should listen to those boys from Chicago with their drill music. It's aggressive and hard and simply great to work out together.
Who said that?
That's Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane said it.
It's great to work out too.
Yeah, something like that. That's why. So none of that, it doesn't matter. I just took a screenshot anyway. It comes from her dictionary if anybody wants to look it up. But let's have that conversation. Now you just now said, and that was your second time saying it, the moral decay.
Yeah.
That's why you was on point. Oh, in the spirit. That's all that's happening, y'all. We have manufacturers who are probably getting paid from the government. Let's keep it 1,000. Putting money on, putting the equipment on trains. It's not my words, it's what I got from my partner. Putting on trains, people are going up out of nowhere. They know what day to hit the train. They know where, which car or whatever they get in the train, right? Go up and then get. Boom, they get their guns. So we ain't got nothing to do with guns. We ain't built them, we ain't bought them, and nothing. And then, like you just now said, we have the other aspect of it, where ain't nobody listening to no gospel music whenever they get ready to do a drive. No, yeah.
People don't. Or country music.
Or country music, any other genre of music. Go ahead.
So you got it to where with the lesson that we brought up, right?
Yes.
The whole thing from the letter and how you break up the family so then the child doesn't have someone to look up to. They only have those people that are outside on the porch, outside off the porch on the street, and they have those fancy cars. They're living good, they're eating good. They got the women, they got the clothes. They're living the lifestyle that you want to live. You got the certain women that are riding with them, and they're dressed provocatively, worldly, to where now it gets put up on social media that you have to have your body like this and your makeup like that, and your teeth have to be like this, and that goes to one part. Then you got another part to where you have who's ever been told this before, like you go into a barbershop or you at school, it's like you ain't black enough. You ain't speaking right.
Well, you're right.
Now
I'm
you got
not
people that are putting out there on that tube, that television, that program where you're getting programmed mentally, telling you that you have to be this person. This is who. This is the being black. And if you ain't listening to this, then you ain't black. If you ain't wearing this, you ain't black. And even it's been shown on how these brands and these people think about us. We still trying to do the bamboozle type situation.
Yeah.
We Bojangling out there.
That's
so
it.
they can constantly see and try to keep up with them and show them that we're just as good as them.
Yeah.
And when it comes to us, we belittle each other. We listen to music that's like constantly. You see John Morant, the guy that's in sports. He comes from a good family household.
Good family the whole nine.
But it just seems like whenever young boy gets on there, he's just going crazy. He's going crazy. And he's constantly like, it's not just him, but it's everybody. And you have some people that are taking accountability for it. They're saying, hey, it's our culture. It's our fault. And, it's the music that we produce out there for you. Because you don't have people that are actually leading them. You have older people that are getting paid from other sponsors because they're afraid to speak up because they're going to lose their money. So they're still going to speak lies and they're going to speak wickedness into the children knowing what they're doing because they don't want to accept that they're role models for these younger children, but they know that they are. They know that even in sports, we look up to certain people as young children. If we want to play sports, it's either somebody that looks like us or somebody that fascinates us.
That's it.
And that's it. If it comes into acting, it's somebody that looks like us or somebody that fascinates us. It's always like that. So it's who you want to be. And when that male figure or when that mother figure is not in that household or is not being the exact example of what it says in the scriptures, on how to be, then you're only going to look into what's given to you.
Yeah, that's good. I have a little track breathing there. Good, man.
There's a spirit behind that music too. So
Yeah.
you got, so you're chanting, right? So you say you're speaking in threes, right? So typically you have a chorus, right? So this chorus is gonna repeat itself a few times.
Oh yeah.
So now you're chanting.
Yeah.
And you're chanting. You have the spirit that this person used to make this music. You're putting it, yeah, it's a spell, like I said.
That's what, what's the little dude? He's super small. I'm not saying that that's small, whatever. I was just trying to think of the person, you know what I'm saying? He's a rapper too.
He's a small guy?
Kind of small.
Lil Wayne?
He's younger though, but looks like a copycat.
Yes.
That one. Y'all see the interview one time where some woman said, "Man, I just can't." The body out, whatever that one. And she was like, "I just can't." The interview was, "I just can't stop saying it." And she said, he said straight up, he was looking at her all weird, and he said, "It's hypnotism."
Yeah.
That's it.
And she just didn't know what to do.
Yeah, words that comes out of your mouth. It's good. Like, that's why people do affirmations. They're constantly trying to, tell themselves, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. Like, they're waking up and saying it.
Yeah.
And if you're meditating, you don't even know, you don't even call it meditating. You just be like, I'm just riding, I'm just vibing out.
Right.
No, you are vibing out. You're on a vibration.
You're on a vibration.
Let it show.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with meditating. Yeah, meditating is fine. I wholeheartedly agree. Meditating is fine. You should say something often. You should say scriptures often. You should all of that. You know what I'm saying? That helps out with memory. We don't, like, the only way I was able to get language is I had to say it over. I mean, you almost have to, speak a language until you break it, until you just get headaches. I'm serious, y'all. Horrible headaches, the whole nine. Yeah, BPI Galladeem Incorporated. Until you get headaches, right? You're gonna have to continuously say something over and over and over again. So like I said, but once it happens, it's there. And it's almost like it can't even go nowhere, man. You can't even remove it from your mind. Unless you do something like you go in and really try your best to remove it, right? Spiritual. Now, y'all see where we're headed? Y'all sort of see where we're headed, right?
Yeah.
We dealt with historical. We dealt with spiritual. What would you call this?
I would say the physical.
There you go. Thank you. I was just saying, hallelujah. So, you know what I'm saying? So yes, this is, it's one thing to talk a thing, right? It's like you say, chant a thing, but when you're doing a thing to your brother and sisters,
Yes,
like,
it's insane.
it's a different matter, man. We're dealing with something, man. We're dealing with something different. All right. So with that said, let's pull out this scripture. This is gonna be, this is us, man. Let's pull out the curse. You got it? Go ahead, read it loud. Proud.
Glasses to use.
So that the man that is tender among
Read Deuteronomy what?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 24.
Thank you.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the woman of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Okay. Ain't that right? His eye gonna be evil toward his brother.
That's messed
Well, these scriptures.
But doesn't it match though? It matches the script that's in the New Testament that says the love of many shall wax.
You know it.
So
And the wife of his bosom.
Yeah.
has to happen.
And the remnant of his children.
It's
Y'all know we can go a whole nother, we kind of talked about it already, and the remnant of his children. It's a bunch that's happening right now.
messed up.
Just conditions to hate each other.
That's it.
Alright, now with that said, you got Ecclesiastes 1:9 and 10. Y'all heard this a bunch of times, it's an oldie but a goodie. You looking like you definitely like, go ahead.
Okay.
I love it.
The thing that has been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It has already been told, it has been already of
said, it's already happened. Something that's already happened it's gonna be done. This is this new that we do black on paper pies. This is it.
Literally what Mashiach was
Oh,
talking
but it
about.
was, but it was created though.
You said the word condition. Yes, we've been conditioned. Yeah, by Satan.
It was
We've been conditioned by Satan. Straight up and down.
the original design.
No, this is not exactly.
No, of course, yeah.
Not the original
There's a difference between per se like taking on the sin nature versus being born into sin. That's a whole nother. Which we can talk about it. All right, so since we're talking about something that's happened before, this is gonna be some reading. All right, we got show team, which is what?
Judges.
19 and 20. We're gonna get 19 first. That is gonna be. Please, thank you if you don't mind. We already had it pre-recorded. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick.
Oh yeah, you got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, real quick. We're moving forward.
Yeah. Please, anybody got anything? Cause I'm just rolling. Go ahead.
We were talking about the moral decay of society and how we are. One thing about us as Israel, we outdo all the other nations. I don't care what it is.
Whether it's good or bad,
A
yeah.
lot of the stuff we got from our captors. You know what I mean? When our men saw how they did their women, we said, "Oh, y'all like that. Watch how we do ours." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get the women's lib and all that stuff. Oh, y'all say it? Oh, watch how we don't need no man. We gonna show you. We really don't need them. They went right back to theirs. Ours stayed away.
That's
you know what I mean?
good, man.
They did.
You know, and we just outdo. We gotta show our behind no matter what.
Yes.
And we put it on film and show the world. It's just the way we act, the way we do it. Like when he said, "I chose a peculiar people," we are a peculiar.
We are peculiar indeed.
An astonishment.
Yeah.
An astonishment.
Yeah. So the worse this society gets, the worse we're gonna get.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if we were trying to get up right now and leave this country, there'll be, let's say 1,000 will say, we're gonna get together, we're gonna get some land, we're gonna put our money together. There'll be all kinds of people that look just like us, helping them pass legislation to stop us from doing it. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I was listening to Yakoba from TBO2. I never knew. But yeah, he was talking a lot about that, how it's our own people, man. Our own people.
Our own people.
Right now, that's what they're going to do is worse than the enemy will.
They will.
And that's what it's going to be.
That's it's evil towards them.
When they lock these cities down and stuff like this, we're going to prey on our own people.
That's it.
And they're not only going to prey on them, they're going to do us worse than the enemy did.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be like, just dynamics, man. I'll be in the waiting room, and I'll see cats. I'll see people from other nations. I'll say it like that. That way I can just be. And I'll see them, what's up, man? How you doing? Don't even really know each other like that. Just, you know. So then, of course, I'm testing my own. I see our people. And if we just still doing that weird, just sometimes we behave, some of it just be like, it's just like stone cold.
Yeah.
Or looking at you. Yeah.
It's
Weird stuff,
uncomfortable.
bro.
Yeah.
Spirit, did you say in Houston that when you was there was you said shalom, some guy started throwing all those
I gave him a shalom, and he didn't understand what I was saying, so he started throwing his hood up. And I said, no, shalom.
Shalom, brother.
Like,
That means peace. That means peace. That means peace.
and he was confused, and then he was like,
Somebody said, huh?
you weren't free. You're Israelite.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a card or something? Like, that's what that is, right? Like, he just wearing it. He don't know.
He just wearing it.
That's what I'm saying.
There we go.
Outwardly,
There you go.
a Jew.
Come on, man.
Inwardly,
Right.
He's just Jake. He's not Israel. He's just Jake. He's just Jake.
That was a good analogy right there.
That's good. That really was.
no, for real.
There's layers. We can sit on that.
Well, like they probably got it from the first Black Panther movie because Killmonger was wearing fringes. I didn't even see it, like, because I was just getting through the truth, so I didn't know what we were supposed to be wearing. And Killmonger was wearing what we supposed to be
But
wearing.
you talking about the shirt look like yours pretty much for the most part, like all the way around.
Yeah, all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, so you know.
Killmonger has ETs, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But but still, but when it's like that, that's from we know what's up when it's like that, specifically like that. Some cats may just be wearing their what they call it, the key stuff.
Yeah.
It may come off away, right?
But that's camp banging. That's camp banging 101. Like that's literally what it is. They transferred gang banging for camp banging. So they don't even know. Like half the time, when you see people like that, they're what they consider foot soldiers. They don't really know the word like that. They're really just there for numbers to say you're Israelite. So you might know that you are, but you're not keeping no law, statutes, and commandments. You're just like you're on the low totem pole. You're just a body basically for numbers.
Yeah, that's
And it's sad.
right. It is sad. All right, anybody else before we get ready? Go once, go twice. All right, please, if you don't mind. Judges 19. You know what I'm saying? Let that mama voice speak up right now, if you don't mind.
Judges 19. And it came to pass in those days, when there was no king in Yasharel, that there was a certain Levi sojourning on the side of Mount Ephraim, who took to him a concubine out of Beit Lechem, Yehudah. And his concubine played the war against him, and went away from him unto her father's house, to Beit Lechem, Yehudah, and was there 4 whole months. And her man arose, and went after her, to speak friendly unto her, and to bring her again, having his servant with him, and a couple of asses. And she brought him into her father's house. And when the father of the damsel saw him, he rejoiced to meet him. And his father-in-law, the damsel's father, retained him, and he abode with them 3 days. So they did eat and drink and lodged there. And it came to pass on the 4th day, when they arose early in the morning, that he rose up to depart. And the damsel's father said unto his son-in-law, Comfort your heart with a morsel of bread, and afterwards go your way. And they sat down, and did eat and drink both of them together. And the damsel's father had said unto the man, Be content, I pray you, and tarry all night, and let your heart be merry. And when the man rose up to depart, his father-in-law urged him. Therefore he lodged there again. And he rose early in the morning on the 5th day to depart. And the damsel's father said, Comfort your heart, I pray you. And they tarried until afternoon, and they did eat both of them. And when the man arose up to depart, he and his concubine and his servant, his father-in-law, the damsel's father, said unto him, Behold, now the day draws toward evening. I pray you tarry all night. Behold, the day grows to an end. Lodge here, that your heart may be merry. And tomorrow get you early on your way, that you may go home. But the man would not tarry that night. But he rose up and departed, and came over against Yebeth, which is Jerusalem. And there were with him 2 asses saddled. His concubine also was with him. And when they were by Yevuk, the day was far spent. And the servant said unto his Adonai, Come, I pray you, and let us turn in unto the city of Jebusi.
Yeah, Jebusite.
And lodge it. And his Adonai said unto him, We will not turn aside hither into the city of a stranger that is not of the children of Yasharel. We will pass over to Gibeah.
Okay, stop, bro. We almost at 15? No, please go ahead, read 15.
And he said unto his servant, Come, and let us draw near to one of these places to lodge all night in Gibeah or in Ramah. And they passed on and went their way. And the sun went down upon them when they were by Gibeah, which belongs to Benjamin.
Benjamin, go ahead.
And they turned aside thither to go in and to lodge in Gibeah. And when he went in, he sat him down in a street of the city, for there was no man that took them into his house to lodge.
All right, we're about halfway through. So, where we doing? Y'all all right? Y'all understand what's going on? Everybody keeping up? What's going on? Somebody just give me a synopsis, brief. What's it?
Dude is traveling.
Yeah.
Right.
Concubine, take off left.
Yeah.
She like, oh, I want to go. I got somebody I want to go see back in my home city.
Yeah.
Bam, go back to the home city, right? So go back to the home city. It's interesting because he's called husband. Goes and then goes out.
And the father-in-law.
The father-in-law, the whole 9, very interesting. And then the whole 9, it's like what we talk about Deuteronomy or whatever, dealing with the who has over the daughter. And she's translated to the man. Alright, goes over there, father-in-law was like, look, man, chill with me. Let's have a good time, let's chop it up. I want to find out what you got, what plans you got for my daughter.
Right.
I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like how it is, right? 'Cause they just having a good time, right? Lodge with me the whole night, then they get up. They said, nah, look, we've been in too long, we about to go ahead and take off, but it's nighttime.
Yeah.
They take off. They don't want to lodge where? They don't want to lodge with anybody that's outside of what?
Yeah.
Outside of Israel.
Yeah.
When we used to have something called the Green Book. Y'all know about this? The Green Book. This is back in the day. It's very, where we had this maybe
Places
8 years ago. Yeah, we had to have a diary, if you will, or a book that was distributed amongst us of places that we could only stay at because it was too racist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right in the South, and people, get hung the whole night. So we had a cool catalog. You know what I'm saying, for that. Very interesting. Yeah. Part of mine we was looking over this, and so yeah, that's what we are. I just want to make sure everybody's up with us, rolling, and the whole nine. And now instead they went to Geba, and Geba is, or Gibeah or whatever, is right around here. For those who ain't necessarily still dealing with Jerusalem, but that's where Geba is. All right, we just talked about Jebus, right, for the Jebusites and all of that. But this is more where they are. Just want to make sure that we're all sort of tracking. All right. All right, continue on reading, please.
And behold, there came an old man from his work out of the field at evening, which was also of Mount Ephraim. And he sojourned in Geba, but the men of the place were Ben Hayamini.
That's Benjamin. That's just tribe of Benjamin.
And when he had lifted up his eyes, he saw a wayfaring man in the street of the city. And the old man said, Whither do you go? And whence do you come? And he said unto him, We are from Lechem Yehuda, toward the south, toward the side of Mount Ephraim. From thence am I. And I went to Lechem Yehuda, but I am now going to the house of Yahudah. And there is no man that receives me to house. Yet there is both straw and provender for our asses, and there is bread and wine also for me, and for your handmaid, and for the young man which is with your servants. There is no want of anything. And the old man said, Peace be with you. Howsoever, let all your wants lie upon me. Only lodge not in the street.
Yep. Take care of my own. Go ahead.
So he brought him into his house, and gave provender unto his asses. And they washed their feet, and did eat and drink. Now as they were making their hearts merry, behold, the men of the city, certain sons of...
There you go.
He set the house round about and beat at the door, and spoke to the master of the house, the old man, saying, Bring forth the man that came into your house, that we may know him.
Sounds eerily similar, huh?
Disgusting.
Interesting, yeah. That's interesting. Go ahead.
And the man, the master of the house, went out unto them and said unto them, Nay, brethren, nay, I pray you, do not so wickedly. Seeing that this man is come into my house, do not this folly. Behold, here is my daughter and a maiden. Behold, here is my daughter, a maiden, and his concubine. Them I will bring out now, and humble ye them, and do with them what seems good unto you. But unto this man do not so vile a thing.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's despicable. So go ahead.
Hey, quick question, man.
Yeah.
I mean, just like in the other script, it was similar to this. Do you think they were really gonna turn their women over to these? Were they just? Did they know they didn't want their women, and they just kind of threw it out there like, "Hey, check these women, man. You can do what you want."
No. It's better. It was better for them to give the woman than for them to sleep with the man, because now you're going against Leviticus and everything that it says there with the law. So there's nowhere that says that they can't take the woman away, because at that point it can be an arrangement done that she can be a concubine. We know that there were harlots out there. I mean, there's all kinds of positions for women, but for the men,
if she already went out there to go play the harlot, I'm not simply saying it's right.
No.
We're just trying to
not the idea
of
what it was thousands of years ago, right, and what that looked like. So,
it is what it is.
Yeah, I guess I can't put my current modern understanding to it. Because somebody come to my door looking to pull somebody out of my house.
It's on the problem.
I guess I'm just gonna be dying today.
Yeah.
first hour.
Lacey can fix it. Get it before before another thing.
Shoot until you hear ouch.
He was at the range and he ended up doing this one up. I was like, Naruto, what are you doing? I was like, golly. They can't see it, so anyway.
He's like, I don't see the target, I feel the target.
Right. Talking about that movie when they were doing this.
Yeah.
Curve the bullet.
I forgot what it's called.
Oh, that's good. But hopefully that answered it because I'm sort of.
Yeah, it was always hard to just take that. It was even in
Solomon
Solomon Gomorrah when he gave. He offered his own daughters. Here, take my daughters. I'm like, how about y'all leave?
Because that was a sin.
Everybody, the first thing. Oh, go ahead.
No. What if you?
I just don't get how the men of the city, that lust is so hard for them.
Yes.
Oh, they're strangers. Let's all gather together and go over to the
The new guy, yeah. Like, bro, people would have
their
been
lust
robbing.
is so hot that that's what, and two different stories.
Like, this is sick. Like, this goes to show you that is something that I don't care how many times people say, oh, it's cool to do this or whatever. No, it's not. I don't care how many times y'all try to switch it and say that this doesn't mean this or that. There are so many examples in the scriptures, and those two alone show you that is something that is like beyond wickedness. And the Most High calls it an abomination, and this is worthy of death. There is no. I mean, you can try to come back from being. You can be redeemed from being a harlot. You can be redeemed from but you cannot. It doesn't say anywhere in there that this man once was sleeping with a man and then now he didn't. That, and according to Leviticus, that's a stone. So that's, I think, why it was so important that they were like, just take my daughter, because I would rather you do this than to do this particular thing, because it was that bad. I'm not gonna say it must have been, because it's according to it's the law. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope that makes sense. It's the law. They're just trying to stay within the parameters.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm trying to stay within the law. We're gonna see. There's a whole lot of stuff we're talking about. Y'all are bringing up that it's gonna be touched on in a second. If y'all ain't done, please go ahead and
25.
25, okay, thank you.
But the men were not hearkening to him. So the man took his concubine and brought her forth unto them. And they knew her, and abused her all the night until the morning. And when the day began to spring, they let her go. Then came the woman in the dawning of the day, and fell down at the door of the man's house where her Adonai was, till it was light. And her Adonai rose up in the morning, and opened the door to the house, and went out to go his way. And behold, the woman with his concubine was fallen down at the door of the house, and her hands were upon the threshold. And he said unto her, Up, and let us be going. But none answered. Then the man took her up upon an ass, and the man rose up and got him into his place. And when he was come into his house, he took a knife and laid hold upon his concubine, and divided her together with her bones into 12 pieces, and sent her into all the coasts of Yasharel. And it was so that all that saw it said, there was no such deed done nor seen from the day that the children of Yasharel came up out of the land of Mitzrayim unto this day. Consider this, take advice, and speak your mind.
Yeah, so thank you for that. Like I said, we already talked about the other aspect of what happened at the house whenever these strangers that are in our land come out here and talk about, hey, let me get your whatever. Yeah. And then we deal with what this Levite had done. Now, y'all know good and well that when we deal with dead bodies, it's interesting how we have our conversation. I'm telling you, the way I listen to everybody. What you supposed to be doing with the dead body?
Bury it immediately.
You're supposed to do this, whatever, with dead bodies?
So you're supposed to bury it immediately.
To go back to the law, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cutting it up and and to be clear, these men here, from what I understand, it says the sons of Belial.
Yeah.
But from what I understand when I look at that word Belial, that
Baal.
it's not, huh?
It looks like Baal to me.
Well, no, it is Belial. But from what I understand is that is, it doesn't necessarily mean that was his name, but that it was what it means when you look at the word, what that word means, Balal. It's something to do with evil or wickedness or something like that. And that was from the tribe of Benjamin, correct?
Exactly.
So these are Israelites doing this.
Yeah.
I mean, at least in Sodom and Gomorrah, we can't say that those are Israelites.
Yeah.
Those, I mean, these are people that know the law.
Yep. So, these are the people, and this is why this is incorporated. Okay? This is why this is incorporated. Because I don't want to get too far ahead. Yeah, because we still got a lot of work. We got a lot of work. But let me at least finish on this mindset. Something that normally is not done is about to probably make sense here in the next chapter. I'm pretty sure y'all read this before. It's going to make sense in the next chapter. Because since this hasn't been done in Israel, since it's never been done in Israel, then that means that something has to be done to rectify the issue.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Okay.
Come on, y'all.
All right. So we get that.
Yeah, take that.
All right, so we got chapter 20. I can't wait. When we get a spot, man, I'm telling you right now. We're going to have ourselves a kid's place, a children's place or whatever, and we'll just have a TV. Have a TV there where everybody can just watch. If the women want to sit up there and watch what's going on, you'll be able to see everything from the TV.
Yeah.
I'm serious, that's going to be awesome whenever we get that, we get our situation in order. All right. All right, so we got chapter 20. I get it. All right, chapter 20. Go ahead. Please, sir.
Yes, sir. Then all the children of Yasharah went out, and the assembly was gathered together as one man, from Dan even to Beersheba, with the land of Gilead, unto Eliyahuah in Mitzvah. And the chief of all the people, even all the tribes of Yasharah, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of Elohim, 400,000 footmen that drew sword. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Yasharel were gone up to Mishpah. Then said the children of Yasharel, tell us, how was this wickedness? And the Levi, the man of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came to Geba that belongs to Benjamin, I and my concubine to lodge. And the men of Geba rose against me, and beset the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me. And my concubine have they forced, that she is dead. And I took my concubine and cut her into pieces, and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Yasharel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Yasharel. Behold, ye are all children of Yasharel. Give here your advice and counsel. And all the people rose as one man, saying, we will not any of us go to his tent, neither will we any of us turn into his house. But now this shall be the thing which we will do to Geba. We will go up by lot against it, and we will take 10 men of 100 throughout all tribes of Yasharel, and 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of 10,000, to fetch victual for the people, that they may do. When they come to Geba of Benjamin, according to all the folly that they have wrought in Yasharel. So all the men of Yasharel were gathered against the city, knit together as one man.
Now, there you go. There you go. We get a little bit of this unity up in pocket, right? And you see, it's like, nah, we about to come
Wait
together.
a minute.
This is where you can see where the story does go in the benefit of the woman that ended up going through this horrible situation. There's going to be some level of restitution that's going to happen. Right? It's about to go down.
Take place.
It's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? For this insane act that somebody had pulled, right? Like,
It's an awful way to die.
yeah, it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying? You mess like this? Okay. What's about to find out? So, all right, now please go ahead, please.
And the tribes of Yahshua sent men to all the tribes of Benjamin, saying, what wickedness is this? What is done among you? Now therefore deliver us the men, the children of Belial, which are in Judah, that we may put them to death and put away evil from Yasharal. But the children of Benjamin would not hearken to the voice of their brethren, the children of Yasharal.
Nah, let's see. Because we gotta let them with this. See,
That's terrible.
you gonna sit up here and let some wickedness just sit in the camp?
Yes.
That's crazy. Well, like
What we do today?
I asked you
No snitching. No snitching.
Come on. No snitching.
Yeah. That what was it? I seen somebody. There was like a conscious rap debate about why conscious music is so terrible now in the rap community, and one of the dudes was like, he was bringing out like, so you were telling me, he was talking to somebody I guess that used to perform R. Kelly, you don't care that he's a pedophile.
Come on.
And the dude was right there, blunt face said, I don't care. And he slapped the table. The dude that was questioning the guy said, he slapped the table like, you don't care about pedophilia. You don't care about somebody messing with, if you had a daughter that was underage. He was like, what the heck is going on here?
That's
what the heck is going on?
That's Ben Yami.
Yes.
That's the situation right here,
They're
right now.
literally like the family that says, well, that's my family, so I'm not gonna let you touch him. Like we're not gonna give him up. That's my son or that's my daughter, and they did this wicked thing, and you're saying, no, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna let you. No, we're not gonna.
I guess you
gotta grow. You gotta grow.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You gotta grow.
Yeah.
You gotta let the person go through it. And don't get twisted. I hate to even say that. Right? When I say I hate to say it, I'm talking about the aspect of, man, what if it was me?
Right.
And then I have to make that decision, right? But I can't sit up here and try to cover up, right? You just brought up a great scenario, even if it is my own.
Yes.
Like, come on, y'all, like that's the, you know, y'all, you gotta let concept. My friend used to say, man, we get caught together, just let me sit, just let me sit down. That's what I ain't gonna talk about. You get it, right? He just said, let me sit down. And I was just like, bet, I ain't cool. All right, I'll put it on you, I don't care, whatever, you know?
Oh, you cool with me? Okay.
Yeah. I ain't talking about sitting down, but when he said that, I respect him.
But you understood it though, like when he said it, but this situation is horrible because we know that in the scriptures, again, they know the law. And the law says that, a rebellious child has to be
put to death. Yeah, literally
so
put to death.
you got a clan of children that come out of your tribe, and they're doing this wicked stuff, and y'all are hiding them and being like, no.
Like you say, you know what the law says about it. You know what the law says about it, so that's good. I know we got a lot more verses to go, but I think this is a good conversation.
It's such a big problem with us right now. I see it in my own family. You know your son, your daughter, your grandson, you know they're out there up to no good.
No good.
Killing somebody else's child.
Yes.
Come on.
And you protect them no matter what.
Yes.
I'm like, are you serious?
Get all that.
But then if your child gets killed or murdered, you know something needs to be done. Somebody needs to do something.
Yep. They want justice.
This is why I think hold that mindset now when we get ready to get down to the other verses. I think this is why what's about to happen happens. It's for that very reason. But you're gonna read it in a second. It's gonna be a bit. This chapter is kind of long, but I know we're at a good spot. Where are we at? 14 or 15?
Somewhere in there. I'm being kind on.
Yeah.
Good. 14?
Yeah, we're at 14 now.
14.
All right. But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gibeon, and go out to battle against the children of Yasharel. And the children of Benjamin were numbered at that time out of the cities 20 and 6,000 men that drew sword, beside the inhabitants of Gibeon, which were numbered 700 chosen men. Wow, they were outnumbered quite a bit. Among all this people, there were 700 chosen men left-handed. Everyone could sling stones at a hairbreadth and not miss. Wow.
Snipers.
Yeah.
And the men of Yasharel beside Benjamin were numbered 400,000. men that drew sword.
It's amazing that there was that many of us. Like, you can't get 100,000 of us to do anything together. You have 400,000 just on one side of a battle.
Yeah.
Between us. It wasn't like we was gathering to fight Edom.
They call us a herd of cats, right?
Yeah.
Not trying to knock down cats.
Okay, I just go 17 over.
Right.
And the men of Yashua beside Benjamin were numbered 400,000 men that drew sword. All these were men of war.
Okay, go ahead.
And the children of Yashua arose and went up to the house of Elohim and asked counsel of Elohim, and said, which of us shall go up first to the battle against the children of Benjamin? And Yahuwah said, Yehuda shall go up first.
Oh, there we go.
All right, continue on, please.
And the children of Yashua rose up in the morning and encamped against Geba. And the men of Yashua went out to battle against Benjamin. And the men of Yashua put themselves in array to fight against them at Geba. And the children of Benjamin came forth out of Geba and destroyed down to the ground of Yashrael that day 22,000 men.
To the law, go ahead.
And the children, and the people, the men of Yashrael encouraged themselves and set their battle again in array in the place where they put themselves in array the first day. And the children of Yashrael went up and wept before Yahuwah until even, and asked counsel of Yahuwah, saying, shall I go up again to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother?
We just got taxed. Go ahead.
And Yahuwah said, go up against him.
Got to.
And the children of Yashrael came near against the children of Benjamin, and the second day.
All right, second day back.
And Benjamin went forth against them out of Geba, and the second day, and destroyed down to the ground of the children of Yashrael again 18,000 men. All these drew the sword.
Took a loss.
Then all the children of Yashrael and all the people went up and came unto the house of Elohim and wept and sat there before Yahuwah and fasted that day until evening.
Right.
And offered ascending smoke offerings and peace offerings before Yahuwah. And the children of Yashrael inquired of Yahuwah, for the ark of the covenant of Elohim was there in those days.
Man, they had the ark. Yeah.
And Penechek,
Yeah.
the son of Eleazar, the son of Aharon, stood before it in those days, saying, shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brother, or shall I cease? And Yahuwah said, go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into your hand.
Right.
And Yashrael set liars in wait round about Geba. And the children of Yashrael went up against the children of Benjamin. And on the third day, and put themselves in array against Geba, as at other times. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people, and were drawn away from the city. And they began to smite of the people, and kill, as at other times, in the highways, of which one goes up to the house of Elohim, and the other to Geba in the field, but 30 men of Yashrael. And the children of Benjamin said, they are smitten down before us as at the first. But the children of Yashrael said, let us flee, and draw them from the city unto the highways. And all the men of Yashrael rose up out of their place, and put themselves in array at Baal Tamar. And the liars in wait of Yashrael came forth out of their places, even out of the meadows of Geba.
Drew them out.
Yep. And there came again Geba 10,000 chosen men out of Yashrael, and the battle was sore. But they knew not that evil was near them. And Yahuwah smote Benjamin before Yashrael, and the children of Yashrael destroyed of the Benjamin Yahimini that day 25,100 men.
Got him. Go ahead.
All these drew the sword. So the men of Benjamin saw that they were smitten. The men of Yashrael gave place to the Benjamin Yamini, because they trusted unto the liars in faith which they had set beside Geba. And the liars in wait hasted and rushed upon Geba, and the liars in wait drew themselves along and smote all the city with the edge of the sword. Now there was an appointed sign between the men of Yashrael and the liars in wait, that they should make a great flame with smoke rise up out of the city. And when the men of Yashrael retired in the battle of Benjamin, began to smite and kill of the men of Yashrael about 30 persons. For they said, surely they are smitten down before us, as in the first battle.
They thought.
But when the flame began to rise up out of the city,
oh snap! They look back. The city is on fire.
With a pillar of smoke, and Ben-Hamini looked behind them, and behold, the flame of the city ascended up to heaven. And when the men of Yashrael turned again, the men of Benjamin were amazed, for they saw that the evil was upon them. Therefore they turned their backs before the men of Yashrael unto the way of the wilderness. But the battle overtook them, and them which came out of the cities they destroyed in the midst of them. Thus they enclosed the Ben-Hamini around about, and chased them, and sold them down with ease over against Geba toward the sun rising. And there fell of Benjamin 18,000 men, all those were men of valor. And they turned and fled towards the wilderness, unto the rock of Rimmon. And they gleaned of them in the highways 5,000 men, and pursued hard after them unto get them, and slew 2,000 men of them. So that all which fell that day of Benjamin were 20 and 5,000 men that drew the sword. All these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled to the wilderness unto the rock Rimmon, and abode in the rock Rimmon 4 months. And the men of Yashrael turned again upon the children of Benjamin.
Still got to go after them.
And smote them with the edge of the sword, as well the men of every city as the beast, and all that came to hand. Also they set on fire all the cities that they came to.
Yes, thank you for that. So essentially, and I know there was a lot more in there, but essentially the idea is I always wondered, man, how come a huge aspect of us had to get taxed over and over and over before? And I heard an elder say this a long time ago. He said, it's almost as if the Most High is teaching us that if one of y'all mess up, all of y'all are messing up. So we all had to pay the price all the way up until the people of Geba had to get their work, right? They had to get their work, and then on top of that, Benjamin had to get their word too. When they could have you saw it was 700 men in Geba. Y'all had a whole bunch of y'all could have went into Geba, just took them out and be like, hey, look, y'all, we took them out. All right, you know what I'm saying? We done with that. But that wasn't the case. So I had to wrap it up with this. I had to wrap it up with this situation because this is what we have going on today. If we're dealing with the aspect of physical, right? Physical, that's what we're dealing with today. Then let's look at how we can do better in the realm of physical, right? But we talked about the world, but also let's look at a current day situation. Why not? It's out there. Yeah. Let's deal with it. All right. Let's see if I got the volume up. Some of y'all may know about this. Some of y'all may not know about this. About what happened. You had a very prominent.
You in the camera shot.
You had a very prominent group of Israelites, IUIC, that attacked ISUPK. And I hate that I'm even covering this, but we gotta deal with it, right? Yeah. Because this is something that's somewhat, I haven't really seen something like this in Israel right now. And the thing is, if it's anything that we know that we have to do, we have to protect our image. It's a very important thing to protect how somebody looks at you, right? We know how to come up against when people do research on a whole lot of stuff. But seeing this is gonna be a little different now on how you respond and how you deal with people. All right. So let's look at it. This is a situation. This is a real thing. This is Israelites. Current day. I want to say this happened within a week or something like that.
It just happened last week.
And it's sad too that I'm about to show this because you can't see the handle down there, but I'm about to. This is no vocabulary. Amalek. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
Ishlon. I don't care if you see this.
This ain't Amalek.
Yeah,
Most of them don't know
yeah,
Amalek.
yeah, everybody knows Amalek.
Baloney.
So now,
You say Amalek,
you giving Christians and all these other people a reason to go at you. That's gonna reflect us.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
If a Christian comes down, it's like, well, what about your ancestors burning crosses and people that look like these
I
are?
mean,
But right now, we're trying to say that we got the truth.
that's right.
Yeah.
And they're gonna get right back on the corner talking about the truth.
They sure are.
But you ain't took it. Now I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet. Please, and I'll believe me. I will get back with him and I'll get corrected. I ain't got no problem with it. Have they already done a peace coming to situation? Let me play it first and then we'll talk about it, right?
They probably haven't.
I doubt it because they've been at each other's throats.
This is the actual thing. This actually happened on one of the corners. Thankfully, a whole bunch of people that saw it was giving a sad face, bad face, sad face, yada yada.
It's on the TV.
It's probably 100 on yours. Yeah, you gotta turn it to 100 on.
This is what happened.
This is how it starts.
It was just a table.
All he did was move the
All he
chair.
did was just move like somebody from IUIC. Went up, y'all just saw it, moved the pit. Now, what probably end up happening is then you gotta go get some paperwork from the city. Because if you want to do street preaching and all that, you just gotta do a little bit of paperwork, sign up, bam. You get that opportunity to do street preaching. And I don't know, maybe it was a mix up and they both had the same paperwork. Who knows? You know what I'm saying?
They both trying to preach at the same corner.
Same corner, yeah.
Serious?
Well, like, I think maybe IUIC preaches there more regularly than they do, but it's like, it don't matter.
There you go.
It
We was gonna definitely get through this, but yeah. So they touched it, boom. So y'all know who's basically the instigator, right? Who's kind of started the matter. You could have just left it alone.
Yeah, I've already seen their handiwork personally. Not on me, but somebody I know.
And then, like I said, also that it was the first person also to throw something, like kind of like to push people out the way. And they pretty much subdued them. They subdued them quickly.
Cop stop.
Yes, absolutely, cop stopping. That's exactly what happened. Right. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, right? That's it on that.
And it was his chair he grabbed. It wasn't like their chair, it was his chair.
Right, well, it was ISUPK's chair. What's name? Now, of course, what led up there looked like ISUPK was kind of talking that trash.
They were saying something that is very, very, very well known amongst the community about their leader, about Nathaniel, right?
Oh, he's gay?
They were saying this because of some things that came out before within the camps, okay? And so they were talking, that's why I said they've been at each other because this has been something that's been going on for years.
Yeah, now here's the thing. Understood. This is the issue to something that's happening in back rooms.
Exactly.
It needs to stay in
That's
back
it,
rooms.
exactly,
Yep.
exactly.
They need to be coached. All right, I know they some, like you said, they people that foot show whatever going on. Okay, they got to go through some level of coaching. We have an issue. We're supposed to be Israelites.
That's right.
In this truth.
Exactly.
Knowing all of this stuff with the scriptures.
Exactly.
I can quote you 1,000 scriptures.
Yes.
Well, what about Matthew 18?
I have no idea.
So all it takes is you got an issue, you talking smack against me, whatever. Look, let's hey brother, I'll let you have it today. I ain't gonna deal with it. But later on, when we turn these cameras off, let's deal with it. Alright? That's all that had to happen. It's very simple. Go ahead.
Like you're supposed to.
Like you're supposed to.
You're sitting there on the mic and you're doing it in front of everybody. Now it's just you're becoming a show.
That's
everybody on the side. And then it's going to show us that it's no different from those that are in church,
That's
no different than those that are atheists, no
Yes.
different than those that are in the political realm, because that's what they do on debates, right?
Yeah.
They're sitting there dogging each other out, bringing out each other's secrets,
Yes.
and everything like that. So it's no different. So then now all it looks like is that we're just a part of the circus.
Same thing.
Could have just did that private, and like you said, it could have been done something. I mean, if y'all have already said it on your platforms and it's already been told to the people that need to hear it, then there was no need for it even to come to the way that it came to. It should have never came to blows.
It shouldn't
like,
even came to that. Oh, y'all, thank you for saying that. Y'all got distorted. Y'all, it was mixed up in the. Okay, you know what? We're gonna let y'all have it. But we're gonna make sure we get this thing straightened out, paperwork done. That way, we make sure that we got it. And we can show y'all before we set up. There's no issues, no problem. How hard is it to be professional? How hard is it to be professional?
It's not.
You're weak if you try to be professional.
Yeah, but that was coordinated.
Yeah.
But did y'all see that was very coordinated? That's what I don't think people pick up on. That was like 3 dudes on one person.
Yeah.
3 dudes on one
Sure.
another.
Yeah, we dealing with that. You know, they look very organized.
It was very
But the point,
militant.
The point is, it's still a bad look.
Yes.
Regardless, like you brought it up, regardless, before it even has to even happen,
It came to
it
that.
should not have even came to that. Yes, and then yes, it does look bad. It looked like you with the cops, and it looked like, you know, because y'all was the ones that started, but then y'all get the cops to take them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a bad thing all around. But now, y'all, I see y'all gotta clean that up. Y'all gotta get on camera, have some sort of truce, a handshake, or something.
Record that.
Get it done. Yes, get that recorded and put that on blast for everybody to see. This should be done swiftly. Scripture deal with you not even trying to have another prayer before something like that happens. If you want to get at us, it's bpiebream@gmail.com. I ain't tripping. I already got counsel on this. I can say that. Name is Amazon. Hit me up. All right. So with that said, let's go ahead and finish this thing out. Thank you. Let's say what we say as far as when we're dealing with unity.
Yes.
All right. Let's say it all together. We are learning to walk through obedience to the Torah together, building an Abba and Amba from the Ab to the alive in Ruach Yeshua ben Yahuwah. Let's go ahead and end it off with what we always end it off with.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Elohim and guard his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
All right, the last one, Revelation, right, 14:12. Go ahead.
Here is the patience of the Kodashim. Here are they that guard the commandments of Yahuwah and the belief of Yeshua.
Thank you. Please, you go ahead. If anybody want to talk about anything? Oh yeah, the whole duty of what?
Of man.
Of man, yeah, you know what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.